With Altrincham Manager Phil Parkinson. Phil, it was important after a brilliant result during the midweek against Gateshead to back that up this afternoon. 4-1 victory against Dorking, who started the game in 10th place. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, it was imperative that we backed up that result at Gateshead. It would have felt like we hadn't got it if we didn't, so it was really important the lads went out there, were really positive and executed the game plan superbly today.
How important was that goal from Ryan Colclough just before half-time as well? Because it was a brilliant first half. It could have been 5-5, couldn't it?
Well, it was a bit of a basketball game, but listen, Dorking, they play very open, very expansive, probably similar to ourselves. I'd say they take a few more risks, which we were very aware of. And as you said, it was a bit back and two. I felt we had the better chances. Ollie made a great save in the opening 5 minutes, and where people say goals change games, I think that changed the game for us, and we need him to do that. He got man of the match today, and he did make some good saves, but that's what he's there to do, make really important saves. He did it at the start of the half, at the end of the half, so 2 really key saves, but we could have scored 3 or 4 with much better opportunities in that first half. So to get the goal at that point in the half was vitally important.
Just going to touch on your keeper a minute more there, because that save for me, first couple of minutes, was world class. It was bottom corner, it was from their top scorer, it was going in. It's a fabulous, really fabulous save.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is a good save, and he deservedly got man of the match, but it wasn't backs against the wall stuff. As you said, it was end to end, so I don't want people coming away from here thinking we've been peppered and won 4-1, a smash and grab, so to speak. We could have scored 8 today, but they could have got a few as well, so I'm not going to take anything away from their performance, particularly at the end. But we're winning comfortably. The lads dropped off a little bit, so it's to be expected. We're speaking about Ollie as well. Ollie, what is he, 24? We've got Jake Cooper, 21, Aaron Bennett, 18. So we'll give these young lads a chance, do you know what I mean? And they're repaying us for that with regards to the patience that we've shown. And now we're getting the rewards for that patience. Yeah. So I think everyone can see that these lads are good players, and now we're finishing teams off. We're a little bit more clinical in front of goal. We're getting them results we deserve.
I was looking at it, and the ages across the squad, it's quite a young squad, Phil, and the fitness showed there, because that first half especially they really both sides going for it, weren't they?
Yeah, well, like I said, they're a very open, expansive team, very attacking. They've scored lots of goals. They've got the second highest score in the league in McShane.
Yep.
Scored 10 in 12. They've won 5 of their opening fixtures, I think it is. So they're no mugs. They're a team who, if you're not willing to go toe to toe, I mean, we went man for man all around the pitch there. So we certainly didn't want to step off them. We thought we'd show them what the National League's all about. You've got to be at it every single week, and I think they probably saw that today. And we found that when we first come into the division, sometimes you've got to give the opposition a little bit of respect. And they've come to Altrincham, and we've gone toe to toe, and we've come out on top there.
Your captain, he likes a goal, doesn't he? That's 3 for the season. He should have had 4, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he should. Like I said, there's a number of players who could have been on 2s, 3s, 4 goals today. So the conversion rate's better than it's been, but again, we'll look at that, and in a tighter game that could cost us. So it's something we're continuously working on, but it is a young group, and they're going to get better, they're going to get stronger. We won't get carried away with the result. We know we're capable of that, so we'll just go back to the drawing board and get ready for next week.
I thought Osborne and Lundstrom worked really well throughout the game, and also young Bennett coming on. What a goal that was. The confidence when he scored that, he nearly had another straight after, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's a super player, Aaron. He's got to learn the hard yards of what you've got to do off the ball. But listen, what he brings to us is them magic moments. He's definitely got the X factor. He's going to have a really good career if he works as hard as what we keep encouraging him to do. Because the on-the-ball stuff, he's a special player, isn't he?
Yeah, brilliant. Word for Marcus Tenanga. He got his goal at the end, but he was causing their 2 centre-halves mayhem all the way through that game. Unbelievable work rate. He must have been very close to getting a man in the match. I thought him and Ollie Byrne were terrific, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's the point I was going to make. Both ends of the pitch, we were superb today, weren't we? And that's the bit that we've not been great at in both boxes. We've not been clinical enough, and when we've not kept them out. So Marcus is really showing what a top striker he is now. He's getting fitter, he's getting stronger. The perseverance that we've showed is paying off. And like you said, he tortured that centre-half today, and Marcus should have easily come off with a hat-trick.
And Brad Jackson started the game very well, maybe tired a bit towards the second half, but in the first half he showed a lot of intent down the right-hand side. Yeah,
well, we bought Brad to do that, didn't we? But we also were very aware of Taylor, their centre-half, has great quality, wants to step out, and we deliberately played Brad that side to stop that and nullify that a little bit more, but also give him something to think about the other way, which he did. He had a big shift today, Brad, so he might not have been easy on the eye, where Ryan's carrying the ball, Chris is carrying the ball, Aaron, Marcus is running down the centre backs and getting on the end of things. Brad had a particular job to do today and he did it exceptionally well.
Just a word on Chris Conclark. For me, he's really stepped up recently and he looks the part. Disappointing for him to go off. Is he okay?
Yeah, it's just an illness thing. He said he felt a little bit under the weather. I'll be honest with you, I could tell in the warm up, but you couldn't tell in the game, could you? But he didn't want to let the team down. He knew he was tiring badly. But it's a learning curve for Chris. They're the things that we need to know before the game. He hasn't done it deliberately. It's because he wants to help us win so much. But again, when you're young, you make them decisions, and it hasn't cost us today. But they're the things that he's got to learn and do a little bit better with.
Word for Eddie Jones as well. Defensively getting stronger. Some good crosses in as well, which caused mayhem and led to one of their goals. Made some really good defensive interceptions as well. Good performance.
Well, yeah, Eddie's really stepped up to the plate again. I thought he was a little bit indifferent last week, which he'll hold his hands up and say. But again, we know what we're getting with Eddie. He's a solid 7 out of 10 most weeks. Doesn't give any change to his wingers. And if he can just get his distribution right, which he did today, then he's a real handful. He's a real top fullback.
Is Ross okay? Just when he went down, didn't look too good. Is he okay?
Yeah, he got a little bit of concussion. That's what we're guessing.
Okay.
Well, we're hoping it's not concussion, but he's not feeling quite right. So we'll assess that how he is over the next 24 hours. But it's not worth risking a player when you've got a player of James Jones' quality on the bench to come on. So it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, Alty moving up the table again. Perfect Saturday for you.
Absolutely, we wanted them back-to-back wins. We've got that. You can see in this division what that does for you in terms of surges you up the table. But we're also very aware if we take our foot off the gas for just one training session, one game, then we can be looking over our shoulder again. We want to be looking up, not down, and hopefully we can keep doing that now.
Terrific result. Well done. Enjoy your evening. Maybe even have a beer.
Certainly will, John.